welcome to part one of the PCG Premier Card Grading review. So this is my single biggest submission. If you've watched my previous one, you'll know, big fan of the packaging. Now I know I'm not the only one who loves a nice bit of packaging, but nice box, gold writing, sets a standard. Let's get into it. So it comes inside another cardboard box, and this one opens nice. You can see there we've got some foam, whatever we call those, foam pieces in there, packaged nice. Let's get straight into it. So first out the box is the JSN Genesis 9.5. That's a beauty. Got the gold label there, 9.5 and above gets the gold. One for the PC. Love the Genesis from Mosaic, so yeah, chuffed with that. That is a nice start to the video. Let's get into the next one. Next out the box. I'll tell you what, we'll leave this one. That's the authenticated one. Let's move back to, here we go. We've got the Jalen Milroe, pulled from Blunt Collections, New Zealand. And that is an absolute beauty. A nice 10 there as well. Absolutely chuffed with that. Banger. Let's get stuck into the next one. We got here. Ooh. The 10 of 10 Gold Sam Darnold from Phoenix Football. Now that's an absolute banger. I was a bit worried about this one because it just down here by his name, you've got like a little gold ring. I'm not sure it's supposed to be there, but it's not a stain on the card. It seems to be built into the card. Now, I've seen another one on eBay that had the same thing. So I was curious what this would grade, but 9.5 on the 10 out of 10. Can't go wrong. I'll see you for part two. Welcome back to part two. We'll carry on with the little dive into the box. Elijah Arroyo, Green Mojo. Now, this has got to be one of my favourite cards. It's an absolute beauty. A little bit disappointed with the 9, if I'm being honest. I was expecting this to come back with a 10. It looked absolute pristine. But when we look at these subgrades here, we can see that the surface got an 8.5. So perhaps something on the surface that I didn't see. But that one surprised me. It's hard to tell now, but one of the other Arroyos I got, let's jump to it. Let's jump to it. I decided to go just for authentication. Now, I wanted this put in a slab. Ideally, I wanted it graded, but when I got it, when I had a closer look, I could see that on the surface there were some scratches. So I knew this wouldn't grade well. But if we go back to the Mojo, I was very, very surprised. But once it's in the slab, it's really hard to tell. But we move on. We move on. Next out the box. Oh, just slipped down there. Now this one, I'm really pleased with. It's a Jalen Milroe on-card auto Origins Mint 9. It's got the silver. I actually like the silver label, I really do. I've got a lot of time for that. Now, it's a shame because the centering, the surface got a 10. Origins can be quite hard to grade. So actually, overall, quite pleased with that. And I just think it looks really, really nice in the slab. Hopefully you'll agree. Next one out of the box. Now, I can't say how delighted I am for this. This is unbelievable. The Jalen Milroe Phoenix Color Blast, pulled from Card Crazy. I drove about an 8.5 hour round trip to pick this bad boy up, and it's got itself a 10. Absolute banger. 10 on the surface, 9.5 edges, 9.5 corners, centering 10. Absolute banger, chuffed to bits. That's going straight on that display. I'll see you for part 3. Welcome back to the PCG submission reveal. We've got 4 to go. We're going to get stuck into this Cooper Kupp Genesis. That's the 3rd Genesis of the submission. None of them getting a 10, which is disappointing. Such a lovely card. But we've got the Gem Mint, we've got the 9.5, and it's surface again that's let us down. And it's interesting because, like I said, that Arroyo, I decided to go for authentication because I could see the scratches on the surface, but this one was perfect, or so I thought. But we'll take it. 9.5, looks lovely in the slab. Nice gold label. We move on. Next out the box. Now, this is not a high value card, but this was a colour match. It's a player I've got a lot of love for the Seahawks, and I had to grade it. It's such a nice card on the blue scope, and it's got a 10. Leonard Williams. Have a look at that. Unreal. Beautiful. You can get the light to catch it right. You can see the wheels of the scope. Well, we got a 10 on centering, 10 on corners, 9.5 on edges, and 9.5 on surface. Overall, Gem Mint 10. Got to be pleased with that. What a card that is. Now, that leaves us with 2 cards. I'm going to leave arguably the most important card till the end. Now, this was a tough one for me because this is a JSN Thrillers in purple, I think. Pink or purple. And it's 35 of 35. So we've got ourselves a nice bookend. And it's such a beautiful card. But for me, it looked off-centre. So I decided, as this will stay on my PC, I love this card, that I'll go for the authentic. But the more I look at it, the more I wonder, should I have graded it? But look at that in that slab. Nice silver label. Just a really, really nice card. Now, I'm saving the best till last. If you follow the Instagram, you'll see that a while back, my little girl went to a market and she picked up she found it herself. The vendor had said there was no Seahawks, and she said, apparently, according to my wife, oh look, there's a Seahawks card, and it was a base DK Metcalf. When I posted it, I ended up with something like 23,000 views. People were loving it. So I decided, for a lot of my collection, like everyone, a lot of the collection is based on nostalgia. I've got my first ever card, and I decided to have this put in a slab. So it's a DK Metcalf base card from Prism, and that's something that will always stay in my collection. Big memories associated to it. It just looks fantastic in that slab. Overall, I think this is my 3rd, possibly even 4th submission. Excellent service, well within time. Great comms from PCG. The slabs are lovely, very similar to PSA in terms of their size, maybe slightly bigger, but they feel nice in hand. Big fan of PCG. Give them a go if you haven't, especially for your PC stuff, because the slabs just look superb. You can see some there in the background. That's my review, that's my submission. Regards to all your families, over and out.